And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So just about set. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. That misses the zone, and we're off and rolling in Miami.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0. And a strike in there.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
Stays alive. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Anthony Santander at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Left field, Soler sizes this one up, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
When I come out, they run out.
Bottom of the first, today's starting pitcher, John Means.
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. Got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. All can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Jazz Chisholm. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Oh, 2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering is foul back. Here's the 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Gutierrez gets under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Jorge.
As we take a look at Don Mattingly's lineup for the Marlins. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering is fouled back.
Here we go.
Stays alive. And it's fouled away.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Garrett.
And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit.
So I ain't saving you and clean the house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just tone it down? Then go back to where you came from. I ain't gotta prove nothing now. One idea worth 100,000. So if that's about your budget now, in the room for discussion now, I'm trying to show and improve. Ay, never get stuck in the past. That just ain't nothing I do. Nah, wanna post up with the crew. I bet that she call my bluff, yeah. Hey, you know, baby, what's up? Mami, mi nombre es papi chulo. Mi gente me dice mucho. Small circle, that's crucial. She got it moving, vámonos. I gotta get it pronto, yo. Sequence occurring. Mami, mi nombre es papi chulo. Mi nombre es papi. Hey.
And that's in there for strike one. Oh, and 1 now. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. And down on strikes he goes. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Miami down in order. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Trey Mancini. The right-hander back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Alcantara, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. And the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd. Here's the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now, with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that. And it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And now here is Ramon Urias. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, out to short. Over to Aguilar. Third out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Avisail Garcia. Here comes a pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Takes it in for the out.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And fouled off. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And a foul ball. And here it comes. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
The 0-2. Stays alive. The 0-2. Good eye right there. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Left-hand hitter waits. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mullins has this one sized up. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
And now it's Jesus Aguilar. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Next offering is fouled back. Out towards right center field. Santander under it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off
Back here in Miami, Rougned Odor comes up to the plate now. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to a home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
Kelvin Gutierrez, the next to hit for the Orioles. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Next offering is fouled back. Top of the third, no score. Slice to right, and that one gets down, fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Gutierrez hung up in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And now the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the right-hander deals. Swings through that one.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there, and we are still scoreless.
My mama told me never let them break you down. She said, I remember, never.
Leading up.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson.
The pitch. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Got him. And there's one down.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Jacob Stallings now. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. That one misses in the dirt. Line drive. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still no score. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now Cedric Mullins. The line to kick the pitch. Bounce to the right. Chisholm collects it in plenty of time at first, and they get Mullins for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Ripped on a line to center. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
The batter, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying and gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off. And I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Trey Mancini now grounded out his first time. There's a swing and a drive. That's bad. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. And now it's Austin Hayes.
All right, Marlins.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And the righty deals. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Chaz Chisholm.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The pitch. Got him looking. And one out now.
Oh, there's
Now
a three-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Soler.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jorge Soler. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The Marlins hitless so far in the game. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a ball popped up. Mountcastle drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
I don't wear a cape or apron. So
Garrett Cooper, the next up for the Marlins.
Just a statement, then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just tone it down? Then go back to where you came from.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. And the pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. Marlins set down in order. Miami down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now at the plate, Ramon Urias. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Slapped foul. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rubned.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here is Rubned Odor. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't gotten a result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
On the ground, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Now back. The first baseman, Gutierrez.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Kelvin Gutierrez. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Sanchez ranging to his right, makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Avisail Garcia.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Means back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The Fish still looking for their first hit in this one. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. An absolutely majestic shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 2-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
1 out, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Fly ball down the line. Santander moving under this one and makes the grab.
Now back.
2 down.
The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So digging in, Brian Anderson. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. Inning over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
Many years ago we saw this possibility, but we didn't have a way.
Leading off
All
the
set
Baltimore,
for the top of the sixth.
the catcher,
Here's the catcher,
Robinson
Chirinos. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's one down.
now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
So up next, Cedric Mullins, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The first baseman, number 6.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity.
Mountcastle.
They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at first with one gone, and now Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 2. First offering misses the mark.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Here's a 1-1. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. Mullins, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Ryan Mountcastle hits one out. And they add on. It's 4-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Righty delivers. That one fouled off. And he deals to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That's the third out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 4-1.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage floor. You don't know the half of what I've given to make it up to this level. Every day at home, spitting every day.
Leading off.
Well, we go bottom 6, and now Jacob Stallings. The Marlins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Dreams are from the norm. We
And the pitch. There's the strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And now the lefty. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hayes settles under it and makes the catch. One away.
Number 11, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a ball popped up. A little bloop single. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm now. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Now, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Soler in the box again, takes the strike. Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Marlins lead 1. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Lewis Head takes over on the mound, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Number 38, Lewis Head. Leading off
back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. And here it comes. Swings through that.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
On the ground to the left. What a stop. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that one fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Sean Gunther, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And the 0-2. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Rougned Odor. Up the middle. Rojas with the throw to first. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1.
7th inning stretch.
Nice inning, man.
Leading up.
Welcome back, bottom of the 7th. And the batter now, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett Cooper.
So I ain't saving you and clean the house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just tone it down? Then go back to where you came from. I ain't gotta prove nothing now. One idea worth 100,000. So if that's about your budget now, in the room for discussion now. I'm trying to show and improve, ayy. Never get stuck in the past. That just ain't nothing I do. Nah, wanna post up with the crew. I bet that she call my bluff, yeah. Hey, you know, baby, what's up? Mami, mi tino, but I am papi chulo. Mi gente, mi dese mucho. Small circle, that's crucial. She got it moving, vámonos. I gotta get it pronto, yo. Sequence occur.
Means back to work. And that misses off the outside edge.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And it's 1-1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Going to count 1-2.
2 strikes, Tim.
The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. The throw. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Avisail Garcia up to the plate. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and tipped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Jesus Sanchez. Hayes drops steps, heads back on it. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
The first baseman, number 99, Jesus Aguilar.
And here's the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. And it's fouled away. 0-1. Popped up. Urias makes the catch, and that'll do it. One left for Miami, and they trail it 4-1.
Leading off
Back here in Miami at the plate, Kelvin Gutierrez. The pitch. And there's the strike. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now one away.
The catcher,
Robinson Chirinos now up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Now 1-1. Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. That's his second strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Hard hit, right side. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And welcome back. Down the third baseman, Brian Anderson. And a pitch. That one's in there. 1-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
To the right side, Odor picks it up, gathers, and throws to first.
The catcher.
1 up, 1 down.
Jacob.
Jacob Stallings, the next up for the Marlins. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And now the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's as far as John Means will go, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. They
Your
turn
attention,
things
please.
over to the southpaw,
Now,
Cionel
pitching.
Perez, trying to protect this lead.
Cionel Perez.
Junto al mío, si tú me lo permites, más yo te voy a dar. Vamos a lo que vinimos, así que ponte suelta en la forma en que a ti te tienen puesta.
Swing and a ball popped up. Odor makes the catch, and that'll do it. And the Marlins down quietly. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Richard Blyer. He's into the game to face his former team. We go to the ninth. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ryan Mountcastle.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
This one smoked out to left. Soler makes the catch, and there's one down.
How about it? The right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
And first offering is fouled off.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Stays alive. And a base hit into right center field. But they hold him to just a one-out single. Nice work to get the ball back in quickly.
Mancini.
He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. It's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Trey Mancini now at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Now the 0-1.
Swing.
Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in.
Now batting.
Lead runner
Left
holds
fielder,
it second with one
Austin.
gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And next for the Orioles, Austin Hayes. And that one fouled off. Santander at second. Mancini over at first with one away. 0-2 as he waves it that way.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
kicks and deals. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. In the air, right field. Garcia settles underneath it. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The flip to the pitcher covering. That ends the frame. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, 2 up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Marlins 1. Bottom 9. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm. The wide to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Left-hand hitter waits. There's the strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jorge Soler.
And now for the Marlins, Jorge Soler. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Garrett.
And next is the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
I don't wear a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you or clean the house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth.
Foul ball there. Next offering is foul back. Down to their final strike. And a foul ball. Just one out away. Try to close it out. Popped in the air. Left field. Diving. Gets down. Could be extra bases. The throw in. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Avisail Garcia will hit next. In there for strike one. Runner leads away at second. Fought off foul. Oh, 2 now. And Garcia gets a piece. Cooper at second with 2 down. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
4-1 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Final line score this